in utmost secrecy, to His Eminence the Inquisitor. The situation in Silesia remains uncertain. Heretics in Bohemia are growing in power, the number of their spies and allies ever greater, always seeking support. One accused of witchcraft, a Rainmar of Bialava, still evades capture. He roams through the land with his companions, stirring strife and woe. The unforgiving Sturcher family is in hot pursuit. Silesian highways stand perilous. Raubritters, or knights-turned-highwaymen, lie in wait for easy profit. Yet that is not all, your grace. The Black Knights have set off from Castle Sensenberg. They are led by a man wielding the powers of black magic, and his name is...
Birkart.
Hey guys, my name is Adam and I'm pretty excited because today I will be taking you to the 15th century Eastern medieval Europe, full of terrors, knights, nobles, adventures, interesting characters and love. Today we will be previewing the Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game. So this game is based on Andrzej Sapkowski's book, Tower of Fools or Narrenturm. Andrzej Sapkowski is the author of The Witcher and also author of this trilogy. And accidentally, I'm fan of these books. Actually, they are fantasy, my favorite fantasy books of all, and that's why I'm so excited to show this game to you. So, the game is currently on Kickstarter, so if you like what you see, you can find the link in the description of this video below and go straight to Kickstarter and probably support it. So this game is for 2 to 4 players. You can play it in 2 different modes. One is adventure mode, and it will recreate the stories from the book, which is probably my favorite mode of these 2. And the second one is the Skirmish. Actually, it's called competitive, but it's a true skirmish experience. So in this video, we're gonna be covering Kickstarter campaign, box content, game mechanics, and I will try to answer the question who is this game for, or why you should buy it, or what do I like about this game the most. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All the likes or comments are appreciated, and if you have any questions regarding this game, please comment and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. There are 2 modes in the game. One is competitive and one is adventure, but they all play pretty much the same when it comes to gameplay. Each scenario is taking place on a map made of double-sided cardboard tiles divided into squares through which you can move. Each player will control mini or multiple minis depending on his role in a scenario. Game last number of rounds indicated by the scenario sheet, and players activate their units one by one. Each character has its own specifics and abilities shown on the character cards. The most important attributes of a character are health, speed, influence, dexterity, defense and attack. Attack indicates how many dice you're gonna roll and what result you're gonna need in order to inflict damage, while defense will indicate what result you're gonna need in order to stop the attacker from inflicting the damage. When activated, each character will be able to perform 2 actions. The basic ones are attack, charge, move and retreat, and there will be possibility to make some special ability action. In the skirmish mode, you're gonna aid your moves by using some special cards, while in the adventure mode, players will be using their special abilities. Or if you are a game master, you're gonna use special cards to hinder heroes' moves. To make it even more fun, characters will be able to use variety of equipment and prepare yourself for a lot of dice rolling, because if you attack, you're gonna roll a dice in order to inflict a damage, and the defender will roll a dice in order to cancel that damage. And that's pretty much it. But if you want to know more about rules, you can go to the Kickstarter page, download the rulebook, or see the video by the publisher covering that topic. In the story mode, players will control the main characters of the books. There will be 3 main characters to be controlled by the players. While Game Master will control all the other characters that will try to stop players from fulfilling their scenario objectives. There will be overall 6 scenarios recreating events from the book, and perhaps more if they will be, if the stretch goals will be reached. But for now, it's 6 at the core game. The objective for the players will be to meet the conditions of this scenario, while the objective for the Game Master controlling the, let's say, bad guys will be to hinder moves of the heroes, of the players, and try to stop them from fulfilling the scenario. Either way, if the player is gonna win it or not, you will still advance to the next scenario, which is actually cool because you won't waste time to replay the scenario, which I think we all hate. But depending on the result of the scenario, if it's a win or a lose for our players, there will be different things happening in next scenario and in the phase in between scenario. So basically, you might know it from Imperial Assault. So after the scenario ends, players will have the possibility to buy some new cards that will give them some abilities. This is how they gain experience. While the Game Master will also be having possibility to gain new cards that will make gameplay for the players even harder. So also players will be able to pick up objects playing this scenario, and they will probably be able to carry the objects on to the next scenarios. So it's like a mini campaign in here, but also it will be possible to play just a single scenario on your own. So I was talking to the author of this game, and they have like few quite cool ideas regarding the story mode. For example, you will be placing your tiles in the beginning of this scenario according to the scenario book. But for example, when Rainevan, this dude, will be recreating the scene of him escaping on horse, you will be having only 2 tiles. But he will be escaping, from the end of one tile to the end of the other one, and as soon as he enters another tile, you will get rid of this one, move this one to the right, and add another tile. So this way, you will have the feeling of him escaping ahead. I think it's pretty cool. Also, when they will be, for example, climbing trying to escape some castle and climbing up the tower, you will be adding new tiles as they enter, new level of the building of the castle. You'll be stacking like a tile on a tile, so to recreate, them entering higher condemnations of the castle. So I think it's pretty cool, and they have like prepared couple of ideas that will make the game and the whole experience more interesting, and I think it's super cool that they do that. So I think that's it about the story mode, and now let me tell you a little bit about the competitive mode. So competitive mode is something that I thought was added, as in another game mode, but no, actually it's a true skirmish at heart. So In the skirmish mode, you will be leading one of the factions. You will have some points in the beginning for which you can buy your characters or some neutral characters into the game, and also some equipment. If you will, when you will be ready, then you can place your minis on the board and start fighting faction versus faction using all of these characters that you have chosen for the game. So there will be 6 custom scenarios in the adventure book, also for the competitive mode, but I believe they will extend that and will bring some more. Basically, there will be some objectives, as it is with skirmish games usually. You will have to capture someone, you will have to take some item with you, and of course you will have to eliminate other characters. And to do that, you're gonna use all of your abilities, all your fighting abilities, a little bit of magic probably. So it's like a true skirmish experience, and believe me, it's so good.
This is the project draft for the Kickstarter campaign of Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game. There are basically 2 pledges. One is called Night Pledge, and it comes with 23 unique plastic miniatures, character cards, adventure cards, equipment cards, double-sided game boards, double-sided obstacles, 190 tokens, 10d6 dice, rulebook, book of adventures, plus all unlocked stretch goals on top of that. And also you will get plastic figure of beer card in armor, plus character card. So for the 79 euros you get a lot. There is quality in it and there is quantity in it. Definitely perfect price for this kind of game and the game of this size. But there is also the second pledge. Basically it's the same, but all the game elements are upgraded and it costs only 500 euros. So if you feel like spending, then hell, why not? Go ahead. Also, there is plenty of add-ons prepared for you to buy. So you can get adventurers dice, each set for each faction. Also you can get leather purse and leather purse with wooden tokens. There will be new add-ons coming up, I'm pretty sure about that. Also there is Black Knight expansion, which is mini expansion for the Black Knight, and it brings you 4 plastic miniatures plus 10 equipment cards, as you can see over here, and it's worth 30 euros. About the stretch goals, there is Polish crowdfunding campaign going on for this game, and this both campaign they sum up together. So there are already 2 stretch goals unlocked. As you can see here, that these are character miniatures, but also there will be plenty of new stretch goals coming up, including characters, equipment, action cards, and new faction. But that's a secret, so don't tell anyone. And this game is prepared in 2 languages, Polish and English, but if there will be enough backers from Germany, France, Spain or Czech Republic, there will be new language versions coming up as well. So basically that's it. I love the idea of the price for the game of this size, so if you like what you see, go ahead to Kickstarter and pledge.
So, do I like this game? I friggin' love it! So let me start with the theme. So, we are in Eastern Europe, medieval times, and probably it's the theme that you guys, especially living in both Americas and Western Europe, are not that familiar with. And to bring that theme to life, the designers and the publishers hired people responsible for the Witcher video game sculptures and arts, and they know books by Sapkowski, and they know how to recreate that atmosphere that you will be able to find in these books and also now in the game. So the next thing that I like is the quality of components. So you can find thick double-sided tiles for the map board, Minis quality is top-notch. They will be great for painting, and of course you can see it over here right now. Character cards, equipment cards, action cards, tokens, all of this is gonna be present itself beautiful on the playing table. Also, what I like about this game is the mechanics. So mechanics are blended so well with the theme that when you play these characters, you can actually feel the atmosphere of the books. And of course you can do anything that you will be able to do on any given battlefield, or in any given good game. So if you are looking for a new theme, definitely check Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game. And also, if you like fantasy in general, this definitely might be also for you. Well, the next thing that I love about this game is the story. Well, so usually it might be the case that there is a story in a game, but it's not, it's a custom story, nothing special. But here, the story is recreating the book, and the book is great, hence the story in the game is also great. And I love these two modes because sometimes it might be that there is like one leading mode in a game, while the second or the other ones are just added to be there. But here you can feel that it's a true experience both for the skirmish and the story mode. So when you are playing Skirmish, you will find different references in terms of game mechanics to games like Warhammer Underworlds or the Song of Fire and Ice, which is the Game of Thrones skirmish or battle system, and also some references to Star Wars Imperial Assault. So if you like these games, definitely you will want to try Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game. And this game is Polish. I'm also from Poland, and it's kind of national proud over here, but book is by Polish author, it's made by passionate Polish designers, and it's from Poland, and it's not good because it's from Poland, but for me it's also very important to underline that aspect. And if it wasn't from Poland, obviously it would be still a wonderful game, but it is, so I'm just happy that I can share that with you. There is some also personal reason behind why do I like this game, because all the events in the books and in the game, of course, are taking place in the area where I come from. So it's super cool to be playing in the locations that that you have been to, and I'm so happy that I can not only I but the publishers can share this world of mine with all of you guys. So this game is addressed to the couple groups of people. So first, if you're looking for a new theme, new kind of art, definitely check this out. If you want to have 2-in-1, and I mean story mode and skirmish mode, which are completely different. I mean, they play kind of the same, but they are completely different mode, and they are both very good. Definitely also you might want to check this out. Also, if you are looking for a great quality and overall look, it's the game for you. And I think it's worth mentioning that the price for the pledge, 79 euros, for what you get in the box and for the quality that you get, it's also very reasonable. And I mean, it's up to you to decide, but judging by other Kickstarter campaign, I think it's a fact worth mentioning. And if you like fantasy games in general, or adventure games in general, definitely try this out, because there is a lot of adventure in this game, and there is a lot of hidden magic and funny events and not so funny events. And I bet once you play this game, you will reach out for this book and try to see what the story is all about, and you will want to know the whole story. I guarantee you that. If you are looking for a campaign in the game, but not the long campaign like the, for example, Gloomhaven one, but just a shorter campaign that you can actually manage to play, because we all know how it is with the long campaigns. Usually they're not being finished. The game, the Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game, is something, I guess, for you, because there is a small campaign, manageable campaign. Each scenario probably will take you 1 to 2 hours, so you can finish it within like probably three game nights. Or 2 if you are eager to play a little bit more. And this is actually a very important factor to me lately, because I tend not to finish game that take longer, because there are so many games to play, and I love to have this feeling of game finished. And with that being said, if you like to develop your characters over the time, or you like the progress in the game in general, feel the progress and feel how your characters are getting stronger, or if you're a game master, you have stronger means to hinder player moves, definitely check this out, because there is a cool campaign in this one. And actually what I like also about that is the fact that it has at the moment 6 scenarios, but probably a little bit more, but still it's manageable. I mean, you probably can finish this this campaign within 3 game nights, something like that. And it's important factor to me lately, because I tend not to finish these longer campaigns, because it's not that easy to gather people for numerous game night and play only 1 game. So it's also something that I like, and I think it's great approach over here. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and definitely check out Hussite Trilogy Adventure Game on Kickstarter, because this game delivers some serious board gaming and skirmish gaming experience. Bye bye!